Some local surf music, some Geen and the Grave Robbers, Backlash Soul, the name of that one. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show, online at TonyJones.org, on Facebook at Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. And, of course, I want to thank you for checking in with me on Twitter at Tony Jones in RI, my old pal. And sometimes I say old pal here and I don't mean it, but when I say old pal about this next man, we have literally been friends since about 9th, 10th grade in high school. So it's a legit old pal when I say my old pal, Chuckles the Clown, is doing a month-long special over at rifreeradio.org on his show, Chuckles Crypt, all about zombies. Yes, he has made zombies stretch out to a whole month-long series of podcasts on the very subject. Yes, nerds, dorks, horror nerds unite when it comes to the Chuckles radio show, Chuckles Crypt. This is the Spirits paying tribute to George Romero.
Attention all shoppers. Attention all shoppers.
It's the end of the world. I wanna live inside a shopping mall. I wouldn't care about the isolation. I'm unconcerned about the Walking Dead. If it's the end of the world, I think I'd handle myself quite well. I wouldn't panic walking past the zombies. I'd try to catch up on some reading and movies. I know all I need to know. I know all I need to know. I learned everything from George Romero, Dario Argento, maybe Tom Savini, Stuart Gordon, and Sam Raimi. Did they plant the idea, or was it always in me? Do you find me creepy? Yeah, do I give you the creeps? Gather half a dozen friends. We live in hiding over J.C. Penney. Construct a wall to keep the mutants out. When it's the end of the world, we land a helicopter on the rooftop. Somebody breaks in through a boarded entrance. Maybe we could make a run for it. All I need to know, I learned everything from George Romero, Dario Argento, maybe Tom Savini, Stuart Gordon, and Sam Raimi. Did they plant the idea, or was it always in me? Do you find me creepy? Now it's the end of the world. I always thought I would have been more careful. Didn't look to be a serious spy. Will you wait here till I come back to life? I learned everything from George Romero, Dario Argento, maybe Tom Savini, Stuart Gordon, and Sam Raimi. Did they plant the idea, or was it always in me? Do you find me creepy? Post-apocalyptic zombie survival fantasy.
I've been thinking, maybe we got a good thing going here. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a hurry to leave.
The sweet, sweet sounds of the Spirits here on the Tony Jones Show. George Romero, the name of that one. TonyJones.org is my website. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter at Tony Jones in RII. When I'm on the live broadcast, I always have the social media accounts open and available throughout the broadcast. So if you want to interact with me, you want me to mention an event, you need a shout out, you have a request, you can always hit me on social media throughout the show right here on the Tony Jones Show. Be sure to check out rifreeradio.org throughout the week for all your alternative media needs. We are unfortunately heading towards the end of the hour, but I do believe I have some time for some more rock and roll music. Up next, one of my favorite authors who happens to had, for a short time at least, one of my favorite bands. Here's the Jim Carroll Band doing People Who Died. You are tuned in to the Tony Jones Show.
Cherub sniffing glue, he was 12 years old. Fell from the roof on East 29. Kathy was 11 when she pulled the plug. 26 reds and a bottle of wine. Bobby got leukemia, 14 years old. He looked like 65 when he died. He was a friend of mine. Those are people who died, died. 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 They were all my friends that just died. Herbie pushed Tony from the boys club roof. Tony thought that his rage was just some goof, but Herbie sure gave Tony some bitchin' proof. And Herbie said, Tony, can you fly? But Tony couldn't fly. Tony died. Those are people who died, 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 died. They're all my friends and they died. Brian got busted on a narco rap. He beat the rap by ratting on some bikers. He said, hey, I know it's dangerous, but it sure beats Rikers. But the next day, he got offed by the very same bikers. Those are people who died, died. 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 All my friends and when they died. Sniffing glue, he was 12 years old. Fell from the roof on East 29. Kathy was 11 when she pulled the plug on 26 red and a bottle of wine. Bobby got leukemia, 14 years old. Looked like 65 when he died. He was a friend of mine. Those are people who died, died. 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 They're all my friends and when they died. Cheeseburger and Georgie let the gimmicks go rotten. They died of hepatitis in Upper Manhattan. Flying Vietnam took a bullet in the head. Bobby OD'd on Drano on the night that he was wed. They were two more friends of mine. I miss them. They died. Those are people who died, 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 died. All my friends that just died. Mary took a drive up from a hotel room. Bobby hung himself from a cell in the tube. Judy jumped in front of the subway train, and Eddie got slit in the jugular vein. Eddie, I miss you more than all the others. This song is for you, my brother. Those are people who died, died. 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 They're all my friends and they died. Those are people who died, 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 died. All my friends that just died.
A little Jim Carroll Band right here on the Tony Jones Show, and unfortunately we do have to wrap things up. I want to thank you as always for tuning in and hanging out. Be sure to check out rifreeradio.org, TonyJones.org, on Facebook, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, and on Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. I do have time to leave you with a little bit more. Alternative media is the word, but of course the bird is the word. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, the 7